Okay, breeders, today is Sunday, March 4th. Uh, we got the new Avery flight pen all finished. Luckily, the guys in Oregon took care of me. I was able to get the rest of the Unicom pads from there. They should be here this week, and then we'll get those installed. And then we'll have 16 holes on the front. We've been trap training the birds all week. They've really come through that nice. Like I showed in last week's video, there's a divider. And as soon as they get everybody settled, I guess in June or whatnot, that divider will come out and they'll have the whole building to use. That's basically what it's going to be like. The birds will be able to land, and when that side's done, they'll all be open. That'll give them a 20 foot by 7 foot landing board as they're coming in, and then 16 holes to run into the building. Most of the, I've got a lot of calls the last 2 weeks. The military's running operations today. I've got a lot of calls the last 2 weeks about whether I'm still accepting birds. And last year we took in 300 birds, and I cut it off. It was my first year doing the one loft. I wanted to get my feet wet without taking on too much for the first year. Get all my stuff in place how I wanted it. This year there's no limit on what we're going to do. We're going to take birds all the way till May 15th, and any replacements that were needed can be in by June 1st. The building right now has 440 square foot of loft space, not including the aviaries or the hallway or any of that. It'll easily hold 350 pigeons. The sections that we added last year, each one is 10 foot by 12 foot. As soon as we hit 200 birds, I'm going to add another 12 foot section on, and then for every 100 birds that we get here, I'm going to add another section on. By myself, it took me I don't know, 7 or 8 days to get it up painted where birds could be in it last year. And I've got some help this year to run the race. We have, an intern. He's a new guy. We're going to teach him how to fly pigeons. He's going to race locally in the club, and then he'll be helping me on a daily basis, with running the operation here. But we're going to do it that way, and I got plenty of land cleared off. We'll just keep extending it. That way we can make sure all the birds got at least a foot and a half square foot per bird, and plenty of perches, and we'll go on like that. I'm going to take the camera inside the building. Every morning the first group has been coming out. I leave them out for an hour or two in the morning, and then open the traps, make them come through, eat, and then I open it back up where they got free access to come in and out from the aviary all day. And then I leave for work every day about 2:30 or so. I work second shift. Then I push them all out in the aviary, close it, and then they have to come back in to go to roost at night. And they've really learned it well. Today being Sunday, I'm moving those into the rest of the loft and going to bring the next group out of quarantine today and start trap training them all week. And the ones that I'm moving over today, one day this week, they're ready now to be let loose, but one day this week when it's no wind, it's warm, it's a nice day, I'm going to get them out for the first time, and we'll see how they do. All the birds have a chip ring on them. I'm going to be working today as I move these over, assigning each one in Wind Companion, so when I start letting them loose, I have an actual count of who got let loose, and then to keep track, make sure none of them get any flyaways. Let's go in here and I'll open the traps up. I've already got everything prepared. Where the food's in, they're ready to come in and eat. They've been out for a couple hours this morning. Here's a look at the all the new traps that are in. Like I say, well, the Unicom pads should be here this week, and I can get those installed. Set up. And the way this thing works, I got the sliding door, so I can keep whatever birds I'm trap training stay in this side, and when they're fully trap trained, then we'll let them have access to the rest of the building where they can get out and fly. think there's about 30 some birds here, but they really took the trap training well. Come on, hip, hip. That's pretty quick. That was all of them. And then you see on here, we got a door on this side too. So once they get over here, I'll put them in and out of the traps a couple times with the landing boards closed, and then we'll open them up one day when it's nice this week and let them actually have access to get outside. And then when you get in these these are what the sections would be like. This first section, I put a Navary on it so we could use it for bath pans. And now that I have the big landing board, I can put the bath pans out there. So the next sections are all going to be like this second half. There's 76 perches built into the wall, and then I'm going to put perches all around. So there'll probably be 120 perches in one of these areas, and they're 120 square feet. I'm figuring about 70 or 75 birds will be comfortable. And then the fronts are all going to be like this with 3 big windows and perches put in. But don't concern with me running out of room. Everybody's going to have a spot this year. With closing a month early last year, there was a lot of guys who wanted to join and couldn't get in. And we're not going to do that this year. Alright, I'm going to spend the rest of the day here getting these things moved over and scanned in the Unicon, and then get the next group of quarantine birds in so we can start trap training them this week. You guys enjoy your Sunday.